Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings to all of us. Thank God for the blessings that God has bestowed on you so that we can gather in good health this afternoon. For the next 15 minutes, I will explain to you about proverbs and values. Okay, definition of proverbs. Loading. Proverbs are simple or short sentences that are usually used to illustrate something or real truths that aim to educate through poems are also known as proverbs. Proverbs will usually guide and educate us is to how people should behave and are the agreement and approval of the general public. Proverbs are proverbs or proverbs consisting consisting of groups of words of sentence that state the intentions, circumstance of a person or thing that reveal about action, behaviors, or things about someone. Proverb can also be interpreted as expressions that are not direct but applied to convey something that can be understood by the reader or listener. Another definition, according to the Proverbs Linguistic Dictionary, is a fragment of sentence that has frozen its form, meaning and function in society. Historically, the word proverb was taken from the Latin word proverbium. Proverbs are usually repeated because they are a consequence of the simple logical truth of what we actually think. The nature of the proverb is a metaphor. So, that what is said does not have a literal meaning, but there is a meaning more than that. Not infrequently, proverbs are also associated with legend from a certain country, so that there are many moral messages from the proverbs themselves. Be example of proverbs. 1. A bird in the house is worth two in the bus. Yang artinya, seekor burung di tangan berharga seperti dua burung di semak-semak. Maknanya, mensyukuri apa yang dimiliki lebih baik daripada mencari sesuatu yang tidak tentu pasti ada. 2. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Teman yang ada saat dibutuhkan adalah sebenar-benarnya teman. Maknanya, orang yang membantu kita saat kita sedang terpuruk atau kesusahan adalah teman kita yang sebenarnya. 3. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Pemimpin semua perdagangan bukan penguasa apapun. Pemimpin semua perdagangan bukan penguasa apapun. Maknanya, orang yang menguasai segala hal sebenarnya tidak menguasai apapun. 4. A journey of a thousand miles begins with a single step. Perjalanan 1000 mil dimulai dari satu langkah. Maknanya, pencapaian besar itu dimulai dari keberhasilan melakukan satu hal yang kecil. 5. A little learning is dangerous thing. Sedikit pengetahuan itu berbahaya. Maknanya, untuk memahami suatu hal haruslah menggunakan seluruh informasi yang ada dan tidak hanya setengah-setengah. 6. A merry heart makes a long life. Hati yang gembira membuat umur kita panjang. Maknanya, berbahagia dan berpikir positif berdampak baik pada kesehatan. 7. A penny saved is a penny earned. Uang yang disimpan adalah uang yang diperoleh. Maknanya, kita harus paham bahwa menabung itu sangat penting. A person is known by the company he keeps. Seseorang dikenal dari rekan yang ia miliki. Maknanya, seseorang dinilai dari siapa teman-temannya. 9. A poor workman blames his tools. Pekerjaan menyalahkan alat yang digunakannya. Maknanya, orang yang menyalahkan orang atau hal lain atas perbuatan yang dilakukannya. 10. A stitch in time saves 9. Satu jahitan dalam satu waktu menyelamatkan 9 jahitan. Maknanya, mengerjakan banyak hal sedikit demi sedikit lebih baik daripada tidak mengerjakan sama sekali. Terus, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Ketidakhadiran membuat hati semakin suka. Maknanya, hati selalu merindukan sesuatu hal yang tidak lagi ada. Next actions speak louder than words. Tindakan berbicara lebih lantang daripada kata-kata. Maknanya, bertindak akan lebih membuat perubahan daripada hanya memberikan nasihat untuk berubah. Next, advisors run no risks. Penasihat tidak menanggung risiko apapun. Maknanya, memberi nasihat itu lebih mudah daripada melakukannya. For A, what is values? Okay. Value in English, value in Latin, failure, or Old French failure, or value can be interpreted as usable, capable, effective, useful, and true by one's or by a group of people. In the New English Lexicon, values are defined as essential or useful qualities to humanity or to something that perfected man. So, value is the quality of the thing that makes the thing likable, desired, sought after, appreciated, or usable, and the most important, or precious to all of humanity and the essence life. B. Various values. Axiological, the value is divided according to the quality of its value, namely into good and bad value, studied by each and beautiful and unbeautiful values study but aesthetic. However, the various values then development into various types depending on the classification category. For example, there are known human values, social values, cultural values, economic values, practical values, theoretical values, and so on. Social values, cultural values, and so on are included in the types of values based on the file category of the value object. Meanwhile, practical values, theoretical values, and so on included in the types of values based on the category of usefulness of the object of that value. Thus, the variety of values can be fairly large, even all of them contain value. In other words, the value can be attached to anything, both objects, circumstance, event, and so on. and so on. One, divine values are values that are innate by God through His apostolates in the form of faith, justice, which are enshrined in divine revelation. This divine value is the main source for its adherents. From religion, they spread the values of virtue to be actualized in everyday life. Divine values will never change. Fundamental divine values contain about absolutes from human life as individuals and members of society, and do not tend to change according to human desires. In this divine value, the task of man is to interpret and apply these values in his life. With this interpretation, humans will know and implement the teaching of their religion. 2. Human values. Human values are values that grow on the basis of human agreement and life and develop from human civilization. This value is dynamic. Human values are then institutionalized into traditions that are passed down from generation to generation and bind members of the community who support them. Divine values have a relationship with human values. However, the divine value, religious ethical life, has a higher vertical position than other life values. In addition to a hierarchy, religious values have consequence on other values, and conversely, these other values require of a foothold value in the form of religious ethical values. Those are some things that I can say on this occasion today. I apologize profusely if there are words or actions that are not pleasing to all my parents and lecturers. With this, I conclude today's presentation. Thank you for coming. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.